Good morning. Good morning. Today's Tuesday. That's crazy. Today is Tuesday, April 7th. April 7th. It's like the time is flying by. It's incredible. How's everyone doing this morning? I think today is one of those mornings where people might have not wanted to get out of bed. I know. Sometimes it's not the easiest thing to do. Good morning, Daria. How are you? Good morning, Peter. How's everyone doing? Oh, this stiff neck is like, what? I gotta put a heating pad on today. It is like, I just went like that and it's like, I'm like crazy. This is going like, so I guess I better stretch because that is important. And I'm going to be careful with my stretches. Good morning, Daria. I'm so excited to see you. Hi. So, hello, Jonathan. Ooh. Yeah, you go easy with your stretches. If you're feeling any kind of soreness or anything weird like I am, you're going to go easy with it. Because right now, something's happening over here. Hello, Rick. Yeah, like, I don't know. My neck was hurting across the back. Now it's just landed right here. Well, we're not taking any ibuprofen. That's out of the question, and we're going to skip that. Hi, Sonia. And I'll put some heating pad on it. But, woo, man. Let's do some stretching. If you're in your chair, it's really important to stretch. You know how I feel about that. Also about water. So I'm going to pick my water up, which is kind of heavy because it's full, which is good. So, that tastes good. So I'm going to go like this, get a little less headspace over here. Look at that technical stuff happening right in front of your very eyes. I love that everyone, yes, is getting to know each other. Good morning, Lisa. How are you? I love how everyone is getting to know each other and saying hello to everyone. It's really nice because I feel like it's at least a sense of connection and community on here, which makes me really happy to connect. And, you know, while we're in a space and place where social distancing is just like a phrase that now people know. It's like, at first, remember when it sounded like, what? And now it's like, oh yeah, that's what we do. So I'm waiting to see if DJ/TJ is coming on. Yeah. Currently speaking, there's like this zippity-doo pain coming right out of that spot of me. Whew. It is definitely a zinger today, kids. Who knew? Who knew? So we have so many things that we need to do, right? Like, for instance, I already took a sip of water. I'm going to take another sip. Thanks, Lisa. That was very sweet of you. Hydration station. Muy importante. That's my Spanish for the day. That's right. You know. Then, what else do we have to do, boys and girls? Do you remember? We have to stretch. Oh, mamacita. Stretch. Oh, that's so cute. I know. I should. I got distracted before the show. Oh, mamacita. What is even happening? Tiger Bomb. Never mind Tiger King. Tiger Bomb. Look, I'm just going to stretch my shoulders a little bit. Do like a couple of these. Maybe a couple less of those. Okay. We done our, and that's right, we have to do our vitamin and our letter. Yay, I'm so excited, everybody knows. Okay, let me see. Where in the haystacks did my stuff go? Wait, Yogi knocked everything over again, and therefore made everything messy. What in the haystacks? Where did my... Yogi, what'd you do with my vitamins? I'm not even kidding. Oh, I found them. They were hiding. They were legit hiding. Okay, the dog likes to play a little trick on me today. I think, you know what? Oh, we've done H also. I'm going to take my vitamin and we're going to think of what the letter could be. Yay! It's the color of my ends, not my roots today, guys. What? Okay. Vitamin time! Here's a nut. Ooh, you know what? I have something really good to read from Mike Dooley that's not in this book. I am so excited. So, you guys, you know, I don't know if you've ever heard of this before, but has anyone out there ever heard of Notes from the Universe? Okay? Note from the Universe is great. It's very uplifting. It's very amazing. And it's customized to you. Hi, Daria. So, Note from the Universe, if you Google it, it's called A Note from the Universe. Okay? T-U-T. And it's Mike Dooley and his genius that does this. And I get one every day. And they're written for me because, again, you fill something out. It's free. But I have to share my note with you today because it's extra special. So normally I read to you from my favorite book, The Beginner's Guide to the Universe. But I thought since it's the same author, I would share this with you. Good morning, Ellen. How are you? Okay. Through you, Donna. The magic works through you. Now put your own name in here if it helps. But just listen to this message. Not beside you, not around you, not for you, not despite you, but through you. Good morning, John Jones. You have to go there. You have to choose your stage. Good morning, Zoe. You have to do your dance, putting yourself in place to any degree that you can, even if it scares you, even if it's hard, even if it's just your big toe. Stretch yourself, scoff at the odds, get the ball rolling so that the magic can then come alive and sweep you off your feet with its infinite grace and glory. You wouldn't just carry around, now this part is amazing. Good morning, Tom and Nora. Excuse me. This part is amazing. The whole thing's amazing. But I want to share this message with you. Are you ready? You wouldn't just carry around the seeds for the garden of your dreams in your pocket, all the while asking where your flowers were. Nope. You'd have to brave the elements. You'd have to choose a location, and then you'd have to go there. Your life is your wand or your hoe. There are unusual times, so I'm trying something equally unusual. Oh, and Donna, it is one heck of a party to those so initiated, but every single one of them had to invite themselves and use their own motor skills to arrive. And the dip is out of this world. So, what that's basically saying is, yet again, I already knew this. I'm in charge of my own destiny. I'm in charge of my own future. And I'm in charge of my own Tiger Bomb, apparently, today. And that if I'm going to go for it, I have to go for it. And I would suggest anybody here to read or to go on and look up, Google, A Note, after we're done, of course, A Note from the Universe by Mike Dooley. Good morning, Ronald. Because you too could be getting personalized messages in the morning that are very motivational. Okay? Sounds good? So now, let's pick our letter. Can you see this is happening? I feel like if I was on The Wizard of Oz, I'd need the oil can right now. It's exactly what I need. I'm sitting on a tail, by the way. My artwork by Ella completely hid my letters. Okie dokie pokies. Let's see what the universe will provide for us. Now, we've done A. I don't know if we've done Z. We should do Z for Zoe. What do you think about that? I think that's pretty cool. Because I don't think... Oh, wait. Do we do Z? Because I remember saying zippity doodah. And zealous. My goodness gracious. I really have to be better at writing these things down. Have we done J? Does anyone remember? Because we can do J. And then, I think that's a good idea. Oh, you think Z is a good idea? We did Z. We did Z for sleep. Sorry, Zoe. You missed the Z. Yeah, we did Z. Man alive, we've done a lot of letters, guys. How many letters are in the alphabet? I'm not answering that. I get stuff so messed up. I'm like 48 years old and I'm like 52 weeks in a year. Yeah? All right. So let's do J. We've done B before. We did B. We've done Y. We've done a lot. There's 26. That's right. Half of the amount of the weeks in a year. And if you double that, then you have 26 lowercase, 26 uppercase, 52. Right? I like the way I think. It's different. So today, J is lucky 13 in the deck of cards. But it's 10. That's so weird. That's what I've been doing now, Sonia. Thank you. But in the beginning, I didn't. Because who knew? I mean, so now I keep them in the back of my little everything will be okay box. See? So I could tell you, boys and girls, girls and boys, that we've done L, Y, C, D, U, T, I. Hi, Sonia. There's two of you now. You know, I never say that name right. It's Sonia or Sonia. I always am afraid I'm going to say it incorrectly. But yes, my birthday's on the 13th. Stephanie, good morning. So Stephanie dropped off 2 new books for us, which we'll be reading later this week. Because I have a book picked out for today, or 3 books. And that's okay. You're never late. You're right on time. We've done H. See, we have done Z. We've done A. And we've done so many different letters. And I'm going to hang on to these and continue to figure out which ones we've done. So today, so that you know, they go in the back of my Everything's Gonna Be Okay box. And today, we are doing J. Again, it's very interesting because they have J as 13. When we know, let's count, boys and girls. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J is 10. So that's very interesting to me. I wonder what they're thinking. I don't know. But let's think of some J words. Can we think of some good J words for today? Oopsie. Like jump. Or good morning. Adita. How do I? Adita? Aditya? Can you phonetically spell your name for me so that I may properly say it I would completely appreciate that so that I do not incorrectly say your name. Good morning. Good morning. And yes, I love Joy. Joy is a great one. Jiffy. Jump. Jehoshaphat. Justice. I love these words. Juice. Now I have water, but juice. Aditya. 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 Yes? That's cool. Aditya. J is for... hello, Robert. Hello, Jiggle. Yes. Jello. Let's see. Do you hear Yogi snoring? Junk. What I need to get rid of in my house. A lot of junk. Nope, that's G. Giraffe is G, Donna. Holy guacamole. Well, Taya is more like it. Taya. Aditya. Aditya. Okay. Jupiter. Yeah, Jupiter. Jubilant. Hi, Aaron. I didn't know you were there. Jubilant. Jubilee. Jordan Almonds. Jam. Sounds pretty good to me. June. Yep. All very good. Jugs. Jerseys. Jitterbug. Okay. Okay. I like it. Jammies. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I do. I like the sound. It's a cool sound. Right? J. But it looks like, well, the sound sounds like it might be a soft G, but it's J. It's very interesting, this language that we know. And there's so many different languages that we can learn, but it's amazing just how many ways you can dissect all these. Hi, Tina. Jelly. Yeah, jelly too. You know, it's interesting. Jordache, remember those? Well, I think we're going to start on our book. Oh no, we have to breathe. What was I thinking? We have to do our meditation. I really have to say that since we did the other day, the I am statements, I love it. Because you could breathe in I am, and you could breathe out whatever. I love it. I think it made a lot of sense. I don't remember who said it, if it was my brother or somebody else, but I appreciated it. And I think we are definitely in need of a little bit of some breathing. Just to center us, to focus, right? And remember, boys and girls, girls and boys, moms and dads, dads and dads, moms and moms, everybody, don't forget, it's really important, social distancing, buddy. You know how I believe in that. I believe in that big time. In fact, I have mine right here. Hi, David. My little social distancing buddy. Like right now, I wish my social distancing buddy would be really good at rubbing this knot out of my neck, right? Do you know how to do massages? No. He's just really good at hugs. But that's all he needs to be good at, because he's my social distancing buddy. And I suggest that y'all get one. Kids, adults, you know, this is a challenging time that we're living in. And right now, as much as we'd like to be close and we'd like to hug, I have my little Bartholomew. Hello there, Nana. And everybody, I'm sure, has something. Get a pillow. Draw a little face on the pillowcase. And give it a hug. Because hugging is really important. Right? It is very important. And all too often, we take it for granted. We do. We take it for granted. So a lot of times, what I like to do is tell everybody that it's really important, whether you're happy or you're sad or you miss somebody or you're mad, you know, get yourself a little social distancing buddy. And when there's thunder and lightning, like in yesterday's book, I think it was yesterday, Sunday's book, you could hang on to it if you're nervous. Or if you miss somebody, you could just give it a hug, right? maybe take a picture of yourself with your social distancing buddy and send it off to your nana or pop-pop or your aunt or your uncle. Or maybe it's just, yes, your family will disown you if you make a face on the pillow. Well, it's your little secret, because then you could just give it a hug, okay? I'm just telling you, even my social distancing buddy has a social distancing buddy, because everybody could use a hug. All right, now you guys are going to go over there, please, and listen to story time. Or you're going to breathe with us, right? Because it's like really good. Hello, Paula. Okay, so they're back there. So we're going to do 3 times, right? In and out. In, we're going to say I am, and out, whatever you'd like. Hi, Peter. So whatever you would like to say, whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you feel comfortable, whatever makes you feel joy. I'm going to use joyful. I am joyful. Jingle. Okay, so I am joyful. That's what I'm going to choose. You choose, we're off the letters, Peter. You choose whatever it is that you think you feel comfortable with. Okay? Both of you. You guys are silly. We're breathing. So are you going to both breathe in, Peter and Aditya? You're going to breathe in I am jungle? Go for it. Maybe you are the jungle. You embody the jungle. And that's amazing. I'm going to go for I am joyful. Good morning, Kristen. Okay? Maybe you're Jupiter. Who knows? But today, I am joyful. Okay? I am also in a lot of pain. So I'm going to lift up to here today because I can't not. I'm going to do it with one arm. Okay? I am joyful. I am joyful. I am joyful. One more time. I am joyful. Hi, Anthony. How are you? Very good. Now, it's time to read. Are you ready? I am. I feel much more settled in. So for today's small book, for the little ones, to try to teach some consistency and continuity, we're going to read a very fun book to say. It is called Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. I love it. A told B and B told C, I'll meet you at the top of the coconut tree. See? Coconut trees can be found in the jungle, I think. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not really sure. We, said D to E, F, and G. I'll beat you to the top of the coconut tree. Chicka chicka boom boom. Will there be enough room? Here comes H up the coconut tree. And I and J and tag along K, all on their way up the coconut tree. Chicka chicka boom boom. Will there be enough room? Look who's coming. LMNONP. Holy moly. It's a lot of letters going up that coconut tree. And QRS and TUV. Still more. Do you guys know what the next are? Say it if you know it. W, X, Y, and Z. The whole alphabet up the... Oh no. Oh no. Chicka chicka boom boom. Whoa. Look at the letters. Oh, wow. They took a big spill. Oh, skit, scat, scoodle doot, flip, flop, flee. Everybody running to the coconut tree. Mamas and papas and uncles and aunts hug their little dears and dust off their pants. Look at, just like we were talking about earlier, 26 letters, 52 weeks. But if you take the lowercase and the capital and you put them together, equals 52. That's my trick. That's my trick. Help us up, cried A, B, and C. Next, from the pile up, skinned knee D and stubbed toe E and patched up F. Then comes G out of breath. Now look at how cute. So D has got a skinned knee, E is stubbed his toe, and F, look at F, got a bandage, and there's G out of breath. I love it. This is called personification, when they personify a letter or an object and make it like they're a person. So cool. I love that part. And hopefully that's correct, because I know there's teachers watching, but that's what I remember it to be. H is tangled up with I. J and K are about to cry. L is knotted like a tie. Like my shoulder. It's like my wing. M is looped. N is stooped. O is twisted, alley-ooped. Skit, scat, scoodle doot. Flip, flop, flee. See? M is looped. N is stooped. And O is twisted, alley-ooped. Look who's coming. It's Black-Eyed P. It got a black eye from the accident. I get it now. QRS and Loose Tooth T. See the tooth? Black-Eyed P. Nifty. Then UVW, wiggle jiggle free. Last to come, XYZ, and the sun goes down on the coconut tree. But chicka chicka boom boom. Look, there's a full moon. Wow. Can you imagine? That's a lot of activity. A is out of bed. And this is what he said. Dare, double dare. You can't catch me. I'll beat you to the top of the coconut tree. Chicka chicka boom boom. Pretty cool. And there they are. It's like a family picture. All the moms, dads, aunts, uncles, and the kids. Really, it's the uppercase and the lowercase of the alphabet. And today is J, correct? So many different ways. Look at, this is a pretty picture. It looks very royal, or like a jester. Oh, jester. I love that word. I like to be a jester. So there's the J. There's the uppercase and the lowercase. Lowercase and the uppercase, both the lowercase I and the lowercase j are the only ones with the little dot on the top. Isn't that interesting? I think so. Pretty cool. Hi, Barbara. Barbara, hello. Water is so good. Hi, Sam. How are you? Oh, Anthony Ferrugia. How are you doing, Tony? Okay. Are you ready for the next book? Chicka chicka boom boom. Now, I think today I would love to open up my just in Mr. Men books. I've been waiting to open these up. It's the 40th anniversary box set. And I'm really excited because I'm going to open it up right in front of you. We're going to get a hot off the presses, right out of my little brand new, but just for story time, 40 years of fun, Mr. Happy, or Mr. Men, I should say. And I don't know, let me see which one we're going to read this morning. Taking the plastic off as we speak. I am so excited. I'm like a little kid on Christmas. I'm going to recycle it. Don't get nervous. Mr. Men. Let's see. Which one should I do? Let's do Mr. Silly. Yeah? Let's do that one. I like that. Mr. Silly it is. That's what we're doing today. I think that's a good idea. What do you guys think? Hi, Victor. Good morning. So let's do Mr. Silly. Well, we're going to read them. Okay? I'm so excited. Because I just ordered these. They came in the other day. It's so shiny and new. I've never had these books before except for the borrowed versions. So these are just out of the box. Jay, just out of the box. Yes, they are. And I'm so excited to bring them to you, boys and girls and adults. Okay. Hello, Lily. How are you? Good morning. So, really? Yay! Good morning, Ben. Side B, I'm so excited to hear that. Mr. Silly it is. Love that. Brand new. Never been touched. Mr. Silly. Mr. Silly lives in Nonsense Land, which is a very funny place to live. You see, in Nonsense Land, everything is as silly as it can be. In Nonsense Land, all the trees are red and the grass is blue. Isn't that silly? Good morning. In Nonsense Land, dogs wear hats. And do you know how birds fly in Nonsense Land? Do ya? No, they don't fly forward. They fly backward. It is a really silly place indeed. Which is why Mr. Silly lives there. Mr. Silly, in fact, lives in quite the silliest looking house you've ever seen. Can you imagine living in a house that looks like this? Wow. Like, that's one heck of a house. Look at how cute. Good morning, Brian. Look at how cute he is. Mr. Silly's so cute. Now, this story is all about the Nonsense Cup. You see, each year a competition is held in Nonsense Land, and the cup is awarded to the person who has the silliest idea of the whole year. Mr. Silly has never won the cup, but each night, lying in his bed, he dreams about winning it. He realized that he would have to come up with a remarkably silly idea to win the nonsense cup. What idea would you come up with? Think about that. I think I would come up with the idea that we'd all have to stay in our houses for weeks. Because that's so silly. No one could have even thought of that one. I wonder if you knew about that in Nonsense Land. Mr. Silly pondered over the problem of the nonsense cup one morning at breakfast. He was having a cup of coffee with a spoonful of jelly in it. After that, he had a cornflake sandwich. That's so silly. To finish, he had a hard-boiled egg, but being Mr. Silly, he ate the shell too. Ooh, crunchy. Isn't that a silly breakfast? Look at that. Jelly in your coffee? Anyway, this particular breakfast time, Mr. Silly was thinking about the nonsense cup. He won by wallpapering his house, which sounds very ordinary. I'm sorry, I skipped a line. I'm going back. Rewinding. Anyway, this particular breakfast time, Mr. Silly was thinking about the nonsense cup. He remembered 2 years ago when Mr. Ridiculous won the cup. He won by wallpapering his house, which sounds very ordinary, but Mr. Ridiculous wallpapered his house on the outside. Exactly. Good morning, Corey. Good morning, V-Rock. Mr. Silly also remembered the last year when Mr. Foolish won the cup. Mr. Foolish, who was Mr. Silly's friend, had won by inventing a car. It was quite a normal car, except for one thing. It had square wheels. Now, isn't that silly? That would be one uncomfortable ride. Good morning. The silly thought and thought. Okay, I gotta turn the comments off. I have a little bit of a focus issue. Kind of ADD, not diagnosed, can't read if the comments are there. This is one of my issues. But I'm dealing with it. And I love it. And I'll read the comments, I promise. But I just can't focus. Jay, just can't focus. How about that? Okay. Mr. Silly thought and thought, but it was no good. He couldn't come up with a really silly idea. He even had another cornflake sandwich, but that didn't help either. So he decided to take a walk. Off he went, leaving his front door open. Isn't that silly? I mean, a cornflake sandwich might win. Oh, but he does live in Nonsense Land. On his walk, Mr. Silly met a chicken wearing rubber boots and carrying an umbrella. A rubber chicken. Wouldn't it be silly if you didn't wear rubber boots and carry an umbrella? He asked the chicken. Meow, said the chicken, because animals in Nonsense Land don't make the same noises as they do in your country. Meow. Huh? Very interesting. Oh boy. Next, Mr. Silly met a pig wearing trousers and a bowler hat. Wouldn't it be silly if you didn't wear trousers and a bowler hat? He asked the pig. Moo, said the pig. Isn't that silly? I like his suspenders. It was right in the middle of his walk that Mr. Silly got his idea. It was a beautifully silly idea. In fact, it was easily the silliest idea he'd ever had. He went right into town and bought a can of paint and a big paintbrush. Mr. Silly knew he had to hurry if he was to be ready for the contest the next day. Wonder what he's up to. The next day, a huge crowd gathered in the square to see who was going to win the cup. The King of Nonsense Land mounted the special platform and began to speak. "Ladies and gentlemen," he said to the crowd, "it is my pleasure to award the Nonsense Cup to the person who has the silliest idea of the year." "One of the silliest ideas of the year," continued the king, "is by Mr. Muddle the farmer. He has managed to grow a square apple." Can you imagine a square apple? He grew a square apple. How? The crowd clapped as Mr. Muddle helped his square apple for everyone to see. He felt for sure he was going to win. "However," said the king, "we have an even sillier idea." Mr. Muddle's face fell. He thought, how about them apples? It was a teapot entered by Mrs. Nincompoop. It was the silliest teapot there ever was. The crowd broke into thunderous applause. Well, that's interesting. "I therefore have great pleasure," announced the king, "in presenting the Nonsense Cup to..." Just then, he looked up and stopped in astonishment. The king was looking at the tree in the middle of the square. The tree had green leaves, bright green leaves. No red leaves, like all the other trees in Nonsense Land. Green leaves. "Who did this?" cried the king. "It was me," piped up Mr. Silly. "I painted all the leaves green last night when everyone was asleep." Mr. Silly smiled modestly. "A green tree. A green tree," shouted the crowd. "How silly!" Then the king said, "This is the silliest idea I have ever seen. Therefore, I award the Nonsense Cup to Mr. Silly." The crowd cheered and cheered. Mr. Silly went pink with pride. And a bird perched high up in the silly green tree and said, "Woof," and flew off backward. Well, Mr. Silly, he finally won the contest. He won the cup for painting the tree green. You know what, son? It is true. It's like we currently are living in Nonsense Land. But you know what I love? I'm in it with you guys. That's all that matters to me, is that we're in it together. Right, Janine? We're in it together. I wouldn't have it any other way. Speaking of nonsense, Jay, hello. Jokes. One of my favorite things. Jokes. How did I not get that one until now? Because I'm in nonsense land. Thank you. It makes me so happy to know that my silly makes you happy, because that's honestly, that is so important to me. And I appreciate it so much. It feeds me just as much as it feeds you. Trust me. Now, it's time for the third and final book of the day. Can you believe we're already here? I cannot. I'm jumping up and down inside with joy because I'm excited. Because this third book is also a new book to me. Hello, Mike Salona. I wonder if the kids are watching. I don't know if they're watching now or if they've been watching and I'm just seeing you come up, but I read their book. I have a little stiff neck today. First, Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. I love that book. It's so cute. Today's letter is J. And we read their book first. Isn't that cool? So now, on to, drum roll please, the third book. Also a new one that I ordered off of Amazon. I am very excited about this book. It is by Dr. Seuss. It is Fox in Socks. I just like saying Fox in Socks because it is another interesting way that the English language is amazing. Because Fox ends with X, Socks ends with CKS, and it has the same sound. My stomach is growling. Can you hear it? I'm sorry if you can. I need a cheese sandwich, and after this, I'm making a cheese sandwich. Thank you, Ricky. Okay, so I will be reading the disclaimer on the front of the book. This is a book you read aloud to find out just how smart your tongue is. The first time you read it, don't go fast. The fox is a tricky fox. He'll try to get your tongue in trouble. And let me tell you, a funny story. I read on Dr. Seuss Day many years ago at my friend Deanna's school down in Newark, Abington School. And I had never read the book that I had to read. Because I like a challenge. I do. Thank you. Except for when in front of, I believe it was second graders. Because, or third, they will call you out on every mistake you make. And what I decided to do was to invite them to read along with me. So this is what my challenge is for anyone watching. I think it's a very good practice, boys and girls, when you have some time off from class or school, whether you do it in front of a video camera or a mirror for fun. I used to do that when I was a kid. Read out loud. It stimulates a different part of your brain. It makes you realize just how sometimes you allow your brain to go faster than your mouth. And it's very interesting to try to see if you can connect them together. One of the best books to do that with is Dr. Seuss. Because I will tell you, I love Dr. Seuss, but there are a lot of challenges in all of his silliness. There's a lot of brain power to be used. And it's a very, very interesting. Good morning, Thomas. So, on that note, for my own sake, I will be turning off my comments so I can see. I'm going to see if I can lift my arm to lift this book because it's really zingada, zingada, zingada. Because I like to read the Dr. Seuss books, if I can, facing you. I'll let you know. You'll find out in a minute. Because if I can't, promise you, I'll make all the silly faces I can. Okay? Without further ado, Dr. Seuss, Fox in Socks. Take it slowly. This book is dangerous. That's the second warning before you've even gotten to the next page. Fox in Socks by Dr. Seuss. Fox, socks, box, knocks. Knocks in box, fox in socks. Knocks on fox, in socks in box. It's just building up. Socks on knocks and knocks in box. Fox in socks on box on knocks. Ooh. Chicks with bricks come. Chicks with blocks come. Chicks with bricks and blocks and clocks come. Look, sir, Mr. Knox, sir. Let's do tricks with bricks and blocks, sir. Let's do tricks with chicks and clocks, sir. Oh. First, I'll make a quick trick brick stack. Then I'll make a quick trick block stack. You can make a quick trick chick stack. You can make a quick trick clock stack. And here's a new trick, Mr. Knox. Socks on chicks and chicks on fox. Fox on clocks and bricks on blocks. Bricks and blocks on knocks on box. I love the socks on the chicks. They're so cute. Well, now we come to ticks and tocks, sir. Try to say this, Mr. Knox, sir. Clocks on fox, tick. Clocks on knocks, talk. 6 sick bricks, tick. 6 sick chicks, talk. Please, sir, I don't like this trick, sir. My tongue isn't quick or slick, sir. I get all those ticks and clocks, sir, mixed up with the chicks and tocks, sir. I can't do it, Mr. Fox, sir. I'm so sorry, Mr. Knox, sir. Here's an easy game to play. Here's an easy thing to say. New socks, 2 socks, whose socks? Sue's socks. Ready? New socks, 2 socks, whose socks? Sue's socks. Who sews whose socks? Sue sews Sue's socks. Who sees who sew whose new socks, sir? You see Sue sew Sue's new socks, sir? That's not easy, Mr. Fox, sir. We're doing that one again. I'll hold it up so you could even try it that time. Who sews whose socks? Sue sews Sue's socks. Who sees who sew? Who's new? That one got me. Okay. Who sees who sew whose new socks, sir? You see Sue sew Sue's new socks, sir. That's not easy, Mr. Fox, sir. Nope. Nope. No. Okay. Who comes? Crow comes. Slow Joe Crow comes. Who sews Crow's clothes? Sue sews Crow's clothes. Slow Joe Crow sews whose clothes? Sue's clothes. Want to do it again? It is. It's like such a good tongue twister. It's like good for your brain. It's like our brain is doing exercises. Who sews Crow's clothes? Just try that. Who sews Crow's clothes? Sue sews Crow's clothes. Slow Joe Crow sews whose clothes? Sue's clothes. They're sewing each other's clothes. Did you ever say a word so much it doesn't even sound like a word? Yeah, try it. We'll do it after. I don't want to distract us. Me. Okay. Sue sews socks of fox in socks now. Slow Joe Crow sews knocks in box now. Sue sews rose on Slow Joe Crow's clothes. Fox sews hose on Slow Joe Crow's nose. Hose goes, rose grows, nose hose goes some. Crow's rose grows some. I'm going to do that one again too because it doesn't even sound like it makes sense the first time you read it. Sue sews rose on Sue sews rose on Slow Joe Crow's clothes. Fox sews hose on Slow Joe Crow's nose. So let's look at it. So there's the rose. There's the hose. Hose goes, rose grows, nose hose goes some. Crow's rose grows some. Mr. Fox, I hate this game, sir. This game makes my tongue quite lame, sir. Mr. Knox, sir, what a shame, sir. I think he's getting frustrated. We'll find something new to do now. Here is a lots of new blue goo now. New goo, blue goo, gooey goo, blue goo, new goo, gluey gluey. We'll find something new to do now. Here is lots of new blue goo now. New goo, blue goo, gooey goo, blue goo, new goo, gluey glue. That's why there's a warning on the beginning of this book. Gooey goo for chewy chewing. That's what that goo goose is doing. Do you choose to chew goo too, sir? If, sir, you, sir, choose to chew, sir, with the goo goose, chew, sir, do, sir? Oh, boy. One more time. Excuse me. Gooey goo for chewy chewing. That's what that goo goose is doing. Do you choose to chew goo too, sir? If, sir, you, sir, choose to chew, sir, with the goo goose, chew, sir, do, sir? Do, sir. Like he's saying, if you want to do it, just do it. Dr. Seuss. Interesting. Mr. Fox, sir, I won't do it. I can't say it, and I won't chew it. Very well, sir. Step this way. We'll find another game to play. It's very Sly Fox. Bim comes, Ben comes. Bim brings Ben broom. Ben brings Bim broom. See? This is Bim. This is Ben. Ben bends Bim's broom. Ben bends Ben's broom. Bim's bends. Ben's bends. Ben's bent broom breaks. Bim's bent broom breaks. You try it. Ben bends Bim's broom. Bim bends Ben's broom. Bim's bends. Ben's bends. Ben's bent broom breaks. Bim's bent broom breaks. This is really good. Here we go. Ben's band, Bim's band, big bands, pig bands. Bim and Ben lead bands with brooms. Ben's band bangs and Bim's band booms. Pig band, boom band, big band, broom band. My poor mouth can't say that. No, sir. My poor mouth is much too slow, sir. He is not feeling it. Well then, bring your mouth this way. I'll find if something it can say. Luke Luck likes lakes. Luke's duck likes lakes. Luke Luck licks lakes. Luke's duck licks lakes. Duck takes licks in lakes Luke Luck likes. Luke Luck takes licks in lakes duck likes. They're drinking out of the lake. I'm not saying that again. I can't blab such blubber blubber. My tongue isn't made of rubber. Mr. Knox, now come now. Come now, you don't have to be so dumb now. Whoa, them's his fighting words. Aw, look how cute. Try to say this, Mr. Knox, please. Through 3 cheese trees, 3 free fleas flew. While these fleas flew, freezy breeze blew. Freezy breeze made these 3 trees freeze. Freezy trees made these trees cheese freeze. That's what made these 3 free fleas sneeze. Achoo! Stop it! Stop it! That's enough, sir! I can't say such silly stuff, sir! Such silly stuff. Very well then, Mr. Knox, sir. Let's have a little talk about Tweedle Beetles. Tweedle Beetles. What do you know about Tweedle Beetles? Well, when Tweedle Beetles fight, it's called Tweedle Beetle Battle. And when they battle in a puddle, it's a Tweedle Beetle Puddle Battle. And when they Tweedle Beetles battle with paddles in a puddle, they call it a Tweedle Beetle Puddle Paddle Battle. And I like the Beatles. When beetles battle beetles in a puddle paddle battle, and the beetle battle puddle in a bottle. And they call this a tweedle beetle bottle puddle paddle battle muddle. And when beetles fight these battles in a bottle with their paddles, and the bottle's on a poodle, and the poodle's eating noodles, they call this a muddle, puddle, tweedle, poodle, beetle, noodle, bottle, paddle, battle. And no, wait a minute, Mr. Socks Fox. Wait a minute. When a fox is in the bottle where the tweedle beetles battle with their paddles in a puddle on a noodle-eating poodle, this is what they call a tweedle beetle noodle poodle bottled paddled muddled duddled fuddled waddled fox and socks, sir. Look at the fox's face and the beetles and the poodle. Fox and socks, our game is done, sir. Thank you for a lot of fun, sir. I don't think he yelled that at them. I think I needed to look at his face clearer. Fox and socks, our game is done, sir. Thank you for a lot of fun, sir. I will tell you, I will be reading this one again as a third book in the future, and I hope the next time I read it to do it justice. I think I did the best I could under the circumstances, which is that I've never quite really read that book before, ever in my life. That was a lot. J is the letter of the day. That was a tongue twister. It jumbled up our tongue. It made us like... So now, boys and girls and boys, parents that are watching, I think it's time to breathe and then leave. Like a fox. I'm going to get out of here. Not in a box. But you know what I mean. So what do you think? A little breathing? A little I am statement? I am. Sam, I am. Fox and box. Whatever makes you feel good, say it. I'm going to go with I am hungry. I'm going to do that. Today, I am hungry. And I'm going to go eat a cheese sandwich. Ouch. Oh, there's a little buzz on me. Yucky. I am hungry. I am hungry. I am hungry. One more time. I am hungry. Thank you so much for watching. It's been my pleasure to read to you, talk about the positive things that are going on, which is get a social distancing buddy, give it a hug, stay connected, eat some lunch or breakfast, and I will see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Much love to all of you. Thank you. Namaste.